All right, it's time to check in with Kathy Helbig, real estate guru. You were in the middle of a fascinating real estate story before we had to come back on the air. So what happened last night?
So yeah, the market is really crazy. Kelly was talking about how houses around her are just selling so fast, and I was telling her last night we were in competition for a house that in the first 2 hours of coming on the market had 27 showings on it and had just multiple offers that were flying in. And you know, it's all about strategy with this type of market. So if you're trying to do this by yourself, you're never going to win.
27 showings.
27 showings in just a couple of hours.
And did we get the house?
We did not get the house. Our buyer did not want to go up with an escalation clause, which is something that we're going to talk about today. It's some frequently asked questions in terms in real estate, and a big buzzword right now is escalation clauses.
All right, what does that mean?
A lot of agents don't even know what they are. So it's putting an offer in at a certain price, but having a clause that says you're willing to go up to X if there's multiple offers. So it's typically a fixed amount of, let's say, $1,000 or $2,000 over the highest offer, not to exceed blank.
Okay.
So if you offer $400,000 and you want to put in an escalation clause that would go up to $415,000, then you would say the highest offer, $1,000 over highest offer, not to exceed $415,000. So you start getting 4, 5, 6, 7 different people putting these offers in that have escalation clauses, and it becomes really complicated.
So you've got to trust the other side that they're not pretending they have an offer when they really don't have an offer.
You do have to, but you pretty much know. I mean, you see the frenzy around the house. I mean, a lot of times now, there's even strategies out there on when we're letting buyers into houses. So we'll list a property now, and we'll hold it for a couple of days, put it in the MLS, say no showings, all offers to be, you know, accepted by such and such time, no offers to be reviewed until such and such time. So you just start stacking up offers for the seller. And then you let everybody in at the same time, and then you sit down and look at all the offers. And
Kathy Helbig, man, she's got it down.
No. What made this house so hot?
It was just the area, it was the price. Yeah, it was done up really cute. You know, it just had everything that people are looking for in that area, and you can command it right now. There's just not that much inventory to pick from, and again, because rates are so low, the buyers are jumping on this stuff. So you can't go in with contingencies. You've got to be lined up with a realtor that knows how to work in this market, because we were doing our investigating before we even got to that house. We had our contracts written up before we even walked into that house. So there's things that you can do to get the edge, but you got to be in the know.
All right, KathyHelbigGroup.com's website, 314-271-SOLD, KathyHelbigGroup.com. Don't forget the app. What are 1 or 2 questions that every buyer asks you?
Every buyer asks about closing costs. So a lot of people don't know what that contains, and that is title, insurance, survey cost, appraisals, your escrows for your homeowner's insurance, your escrows for your property taxes. That can be written into a contract too. So you cannot mortgage or finance down payment, but you can mortgage and finance closing costs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. All right, what else does
That's
buyer
a big
asking?
one. Buyer also asks, why do I need a survey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I need a survey?
You do need a survey. And there's 2 different types of surveys. There's a spot and a boundary. A boundary is more expensive, but a boundary marks the exact corners and the exact location of the house on your property, whereas a spot survey is kind of a guesstimation. So, and you won't get full title coverage if you just go with the spot. So if there's an issue when you go to resell later and you find out that your neighbor's driveway is a foot over onto yours, or their fence is 3 inches onto your property, and your buyer now is insisting that you pay for you to move that fence, that's why you need a survey. Yeah.
Interesting.
It marks if anybody has encroachments on your property.
All right, good. Kathy Helbig Group, that's why you need Kathy Helbig. The full team, buyer's agent, seller's agent, staging experts, and I bet you had that house surrounded last night.
Absolutely.
Right? It was
Absolutely.
All right, KathyHelbigGroup.com, and the app. How's the app going?
The app's great. Download it in Apple and Google Play, and it'll give you real-time information from the MLS.
It is better. It is the best app out there because it is up to the second information. It's not 7-year-old information.
No.
Yeah.
And it's accurate.
There you go. Kathy Helbig, thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Kathy Helbig Group.